everybody. Thank you so much for hopping on here. My name is Jacob Shipley. I'm an actor, musician, guitar teacher based in New York City, and today I want to teach you how to play Skinny Love, but I actually want to teach you how to play Skinny Love in standard tuning. If you are like me and you play gigs, sometimes it's really annoying to have a guitar tuned to an open C, I believe, is what Justin Vernon has for Skinny Love, so it can be really, really complicated, and so this is going to make it just that much easier so you don't have to retune or have one whole extra guitar tuned to an alternate tuning. You can play this song all in standard, and I'm really excited for it. Quick little note about tuning. The original recording is kind of sitting somewhere in between a G sharp minor and an A minor, which would have the capo in between the 4th and the 5th frets. It's possible that Justin Vernon was, he was recording in a cabin in the woods, and maybe he just wasn't tuning to a tuner, and so he was tuning to his own guitar. It's also possible he recorded it in A minor and then slowed the entire track down just a little bit to get that kind of in-between space sound. I don't know. I have us with a capo on the 4th fret, so we're technically in G sharp minor. You're never really going to be able to fully match that if you are tuned correctly. So just keep that in mind as you're trying to play along to the recording. It's slightly off. So the very first chord in this chorus is an E minor. Nice and easy. Everything else that we kind of play in this song is a deconstruction of bar chords, power chords, and then there's a couple more open chord shapes in here that we're going to play around with, but everything else is just kind of deconstructed of power chords and bar chords. So we start with that E minor, and then we go to this right here, which is, it's kind of like a G chord, an open G chord mixed with its G bar chords. So you've got that middle finger on that 3rd fret 6th string, your pointer finger on the 2nd fret 5th string, and then your pinky over here on the 5th fret 4th string. And kind of like a power chord, you're really only going to want to focus on these lower strings, because if you catch all of them, it just starts to sound a little complicated. So we're there, that's our second chord, and then we're just going to take our pinky and we're going to move it to that 5th string on that 5th fret. And again, this is essentially just a power chord, but we're leaving that 4th string open. So the verse goes E minor, this kind of extended G, and then a G power chord, but without the octave ahead. It's a G with 2/5. And then the very last chord of this verse is going to be an A sus2, which is an A chord without that 2nd string down. So it goes E minor, G, G, and that repeats. And that repeats twice, and then on the 3rd time you're going to go E minor, G, G. Then you're going to go to that A sus2, and then you go back to that E minor, and then you hang on that G. Now in the middle here we have these two fun little riffs that he does, and when they're in that alternate tuning, you're gonna there's a doubling of each of those strings. We don't really have the capability to do it easily here in standard, so we're just gonna focus on one string. So it's not gonna have that kind of like doubling feel, just because the tunings don't quite work. But the very, very first riff that we've got here starts on that 3rd string 2nd fret, and it's 2 4 2 0, and it just repeats 2 4 2 0 2 4 2 0, and I use my pointer and then my ring. And in that right hand, when you're playing it all together, you don't want to be so close that you're only hitting these strings, but you don't want to be so rough that you're going, because then you kind of start to miss it. So you want to focus your right hand to hit those. So you get a little bit of those extra strings in there, get a little bit of that extra ringing, but it doesn't overtake it. So that goes. Then you repeat. And then the second one goes up here to the 2nd string, 3rd fret, 3 5 3 0 2 4 2 0. So it's 3 5 3, and then you'll go back to that 2 4 2 0. And so the same kind of thing applies there, where you don't want to be hitting all the strings, but you don't want to hit just that one string. You want a little bit of this happy medium. Cool, and then our strumming pattern for this is down, down, up, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So these riffs are down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, but kind of swung, so it's not, that would be really, really straight. We swing it a little bit, right? And then each chord gets one run through of that down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then the very last riff for this verse, it's not really a riff, but it's a transitionary period, is we go, and then we're going back here, and this time we're going to hit our pointer finger on the second string first fret, and we hit it down, 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 and then we go to our A sus2. And we always, we never really kind of settle on this E minor. We always move to that G shape at the end, which is really, really interesting. If you want to get the full timing for how I like to play this song, you can watch the video that I've linked below. I did a cover video of this song just a couple weeks ago, and if you want to get the full timing, you can watch it there. So essentially the verse chords are E minor, G, G, A sus2. It's not as complicated as maybe it sounds or maybe we think it is because of those alternate tunings. When we kind of put it into a standard tuning, it feels a lot more manageable, theory-wise at least. So now we are into the chorus, which we start actually with that shape that we just ended the verse on, which is this G power chord without the octave. And we're going to go there, and then we're going to go to a deconstructed B minor, which is a B minor power chord without the octave. So it's that pointer finger on that 5th string 2nd fret and your ring finger on that 4th string 4th fret. And if you get a little bit of those, that's okay. We want this to sound a little sad, a little crunchy. So we go from that G power chord, we go to that B minor power chord without the octave, and then we go to a C major 7. Generally I would play a C major 7 with my middle and my ring finger, but just for the sake of staying in the second position over here, I'm going to be doing it with my pointer and my middle. So pointer on the 4th string 2nd fret and our middle on the 5th string 3rd fret. And you can hit all of those strings and it'll sound really, really nice. So the entire chorus sounds like this. And it still has that down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. But that first G, you're going to double it, and then you'll do 1 for the B minor and then 1 for the C major 7. That's the entire song. I'm going to play through this entire verse into the chorus, and so we can see how that feels, and you can play along. I'll go nice and slow. I'll sing a little bit just to keep us in track. But if you want the full breakdown for how this song goes, click that link below. It's going to lead you to that cover video of mine. You can play along, and I hope you have a blast, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, here we go. So we're going to go from the intro. Come on, skinny love, just last the year. And we're going to skip the second verse and we're going to go straight into the chorus, all right? And I told you to be patient, told you to be fine. Now all we know is wasted. There we go. That's awesome. Great job learning this today. I hope you take a second to watch that video and get the full breakdown of how this song goes. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be continuing to put out some guitar tutorials and some cover songs. If there's anything that you want me to cover, if there's anything you want me to break down for you in a guitar tutorial, please let me know in the comments below. I'm also trying out a new space here. I'm with my desk rather than on my bed, so let me know if is this better? Does this look good? I like the mirror, the window coming down on me. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I love to do this, and I hope to see you soon. Great job.